Excuse me. I need a dang intro screen. That way I don't have to sit here silently checking if everything's working for like 2 minutes. This is what intro screens are supposed to be for. I understand now. Oh, Guinea. Guinea. My girl. Guinea. Oh my god. What timing? Why are you freaking out? It's 4 p.m. Hmm. Oh, can't tell where she is. Girl problems. Okay, there she is. Hi. Hello. Hi, Guinea. What are you eating? What are you eating? No. No. Guinea. What? What are you eating? Got girl problems. Hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my lab. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to my lab. It's a real lab. Something bad happened to me. I didn't dream for 2 days because something bad happened to me. And now I have to. I don't know what to do, but I could draw with my left hand. I'm gonna try it. I already made the thumbnail with my left hand. This works. So sad. I was not allowed to keep the x-rays. I was not allowed I was not allowed to take a picture of the x-rays when they were displayed for some reason. And they're not on my online health thingy for some reason, but I wanted to try and recreate them. I don't know why that would be. I don't understand it, but that was apparently their policy. But I'm gonna attempt to recreate the X-rays. So it's like, okay, this is so, I can't use my right hand for this. I can't hold the tablet pen correctly. Um, I suspect this will be terrible, but it's like oh yeah, this is gonna be real bad. I think like that bone, and then there's a longer bone. There were three X-rays, but the most informative one was the boring angle one, the one that's just taken from top down with my fingers out. There is no background music in case you want to put your own music. Right. Okay. Here's my four fingers. And then what it what it looked like is it looked like this on the middle finger. This is my right hand. It looked like that on the middle finger. Maybe not that bad. It was like, and it was a little bit fuzzier. It wasn't quite so harsh. Nope, I have no, my fine motor control with my left hand is quite bad. I was able to use it with chopsticks yesterday. It was like that. That's what the middle finger looked like. And then the ring finger, like, boop. Forks are fine. I acknowledge that forks are fine. It's just not my preference. When I'm eating noodles, I want to be eating them with chopsticks. I'm currently learning how to use them with my left hand, and it's very difficult. This is what the X-ray looked like approximately. There's just a line that didn't quite go all the way up the middle finger, distal phalange, the middle distal phalange had the hairline fracture up the center, and then the um the ring finger distal phalange just had that little edge piece of bone there at the corner right where the joint is, essentially sheared off. It's just it was removed, it was separated from the other part of the phalange. So that's what I'm working with right now. That's what my right hand looks like. This is a terrible drawing, but I think you get the idea. That's what's happening inside of my body in the ham part. Luckily, yeah, very, very clear line across which the impact was distributed. The bruise is even funnier in my opinion. The bruise is like it's it's comical. Um because oh god, this is gonna be so hard. Like if it oh no. This is gonna be really bad. Drawing a hand is already hard enough when you're doing it with your real hand. I need the stabilization. Like if this is my palm on my right hand, palm side, that is not a good hand. The bruise is so hilarious because it goes like that, except there is a very clear. Let me fix this. Uh, and hard line where the very tops of these two fingers are completely unaffected because they were not affected by the impact whatsoever. They were totally spared. It's just the bottom part of the top of the finger, and it's only those two fingers, and nothing else was affected at all. And it's such bruises. I feel tend to be blurry, right? If you sustain an impact injury and it leaves a bruise, it's like a blurred. It ends up looking like a blurred Gaussian blurred out imprint of whatever caused the impact. Um, not here. It's a very sharp. I've never seen a bruise with such a sharp line across my fingers. It is blurrier now than it was when it first happened. It has blurred out a bit. The middle finger has some bruising all the way up to the very tip, like underneath the fingernail, basically. But when it happened, a couple of hours after it happened, it was such a clear, crisp edge for a blur to have. You could recreate the exact shape of the object that my hand smashed into by accident. The body is a joke. Absolutely. The body is a joke. Yeah, they could show kids the bruises in their baby geometry classes. Teach about rectangles. I think. Uh, this looks like one of those turkeys. Little hand turkey that you make for Thanksgiving. Speaking of baby, right? A little eye. What that looks like to me. Let's organize this a little bit. I don't know what to do. What do I do? I can't play banjo. I can't type properly. Hi, Guinea. This is your fault, by the way, Guinea girl. I miss him. Oh no, my handwriting. this is this is not representative of my abilities as a calligrapher. I also have a Guinea girl in my lap now, so this is about to get way harder than it already was. It was already very difficult. How do left-handed people do this? Because you can't see what you've just done. Your hand is covering it up. Oh, tiny. Oh. Yeah, it's okay, Guinea. You didn't mean to do it. Oh, 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 okay, okay, yep, okay. I've been tasked with holding her, which means I now have to sit stupid style so she can rest her butt on my legs with her paws on my chest. Now she's gonna be in the way of my face tracking. Yep, yep. Thank you, thank you. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's okay. You didn't mean to do it. It happened because of something you were doing, but you didn't mean to do it. And you couldn't have known that I was gonna do something that accidentally hurt myself. That's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a really good drawing. Starting off strong with a really good circle. This is how I sit. This is how Gimi forces me to sit, I should say. And then she sits here. This is her little butt and her little tail, her little paws. And then her little ears. This is right now. I'm doing this, and then with my left, I got my tablet here. Okay, Genie. Yep. I can't illustrate the way that she's licking my face. And then for my left arm, like stretching out like this. Well, that was a pretty good line. That was not a bad line. What? Oh, the fountain is crying. That's what we're working with. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fix their fountain. Ugh. Fountain fixed. Guinea's got up, so I'm slightly more free. I may still sit like an idiot for fun. Um, yeah, so that's what we're working with. Oh, oops! I didn't mean to overwrite my thumbnail. That's fine. Hopefully, I won't ever need this thumbnail again. Um, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what to do, but I wanted to do something. Uh, I can't do hand cam because I can't put gloves on over my stupid finger braces, finger splint. I could do left hand only. I could put a giant mitten on. I can't use that hand anyway. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My fingers are broken. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of gamer powder. I'm almost out of nicotine source, nicotine delivery. It's all falling apart. All right, Keenie's back. Keenie's decided she wasn't done. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Yep. Please get your claws out of my skin. I won't drop you, I promise. Thank you. Um, And my Clip Studio Paint free trial that I have on this computer is about to run out in 9 days. Yeah, that's her. Oh, you're done. Let me back in, please. I could try playing with some of these new brushes I've never played with. Oh, this is like an impressionist cheating brush. Okay, okay. Yep, thanks, Skinny. Thank you. I ran out of CSP instances. This is a free trial on this machine that it will run out 1 week and 2 days from now. So that's unfortunate. Okay, Guinea. Okay. Yep. I don't like Psy. I've tried it. And I'm just not a fan. But thank you. Ah, stop. I'm gonna consider what to do about this situation, this very unfortunate, sad situation. I may be able to. Okay, Guinea, figure something out. This is a neat brush. Oh fuck! Oh, stop! Stop it! I know you just are loving me, but it is extremely painful. Okay, okay, okay. She's not gonna let me draw, I don't think. I think she's confused. Oh, it was not the licking, it was her grabbing on for dear life to my neck skin with her claws. I think that she's confused because normally if she sits this particular way, I can do pretty much anything because I use my right hand to do it. But right now, I'm using my left hand. So whenever I move it out to do something, it's squishing her and she feels like she's gonna fall. It's putting her off balance. I guess I can just try to hold the tablet pen wrong in my right hand. I can't grip it like a knife that I'm stabbing violently with, but I can grip it between my thumb and my forefinger in a weird sort of way. Yeah. She's left-handed. That's so true. You're left-handed, Guinea. I could maybe get some Bob Ross painting materials and just do it with my left hand. That could be fun. That's an idea of something I could do. This is working okay. Ah, even if you weren't on the hunt for stimulation, I think learning more left hand skill could be cool. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed um doing the chopstick, the wrong hand chopstick a little bit. It was hard, but it was kind of fun in a weird way. Ah! Oh god. My my motor control. This is a very neat brush. I enjoy this brush. I'm just for the record, I'm just painting whatever like random um default picture came up in my browser tab. When I open a new tab, it shows me a pretty nature picture, and I'm just painting that right now. I'm just looking over at my browser tab and using that as a reference. Yeah, it is intrinsic, but I think the degree to which it's intrinsic is overstated. I had a manager at one of my jobs who was left-handed, but not because he was born that way, but because he taught himself to be left-handed because his older brother, who he thought was really cool, was left-handed. He just learned to be left-handed to imitate his older brother, which I thought was extremely cute. It's also like with me, it's a little bit weird because I'm a little bit left-handed for certain things. Um, like the way that I brush my teeth with my left hand sometimes, or for certain sports, right? For baseball, golf, and tennis, any sport that involves holding an implement of some kind, I default to being left-handed. But then for football, real football, not American football, football and volleyball, where I contact the ball directly with my body, I'm right-handed or right-footed for those. It is it is a little bit insane to deliberately become left-handed because you have made your life so much harder for quite literally no benefit. There I don't is there an advantage? I don't think so. I do not believe there to be an advantage. I could be wrong. People assume you're smarter if you're left-handed? That is an interesting quirk. Weird brain disinfo from a young age. That is absolutely true. It's funny because it used to be the opposite. If you were left-handed, there was like something clinically wrong with you. And also, you were possessed or something. I wonder if Ty gets the same browser tab images that I get since we use the same extension in our browsers. I would love to ask them. If they would recognize this horrible this horrible rendering of this nature picture. Sinistral? Is that a left-handed term? Interesting because I have a lot of biases around people that are left-handed, and they're all positive. Like I remember when Shinri said that he was left-handed, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like that tracks. No, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Shut up. Left is evil. Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. Baked directly into the language. Yeah. Oh, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I think it would make more sense to cultivate left-handedness in people who are able to accommodate it. Yes, there are some obvious problems with having everyone oriented the same way. I agree. Yeah, in terms of organizing people in a space, for sure. There's also but then there's the counter issue of if you're a right-handed person and you're sitting to the left of a left-handed person, then your arms are colliding if you're like in class or something and you're trying to take notes or write a test. Okay, go. Thanks, Keen. Bye bye. Diversity is good. That's what I'll say. My opinion is that diversity is great. You never know when a left-handed person could prove to be advantageous in certain situations. Like I can't think of any immediate benefit, that's just intrinsic to being left-handed, but the diversity is good. It's good to have options when you're arranging a classroom or workspace or who knows what. One piece is the form of camaraderie. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I think yeah, there could be benefit. They're just deprived of benefits because of how we're organized and fixated on not providing accommodations for people who are, I don't know, even a little bit of a minority. Left-handedness is not that uncommon, such that left-handed scissors are a rare thing. They shouldn't be. At least people aren't beating them up about it anymore. At least they're not being forced to be right-handed. There was a Rugrats episode about left-handedness. I don't remember it, but I remember watching it. Yeah, one left side numpad a year. Yeah, the whole default computer configuration thing is so dumb. You can use a right-handed standard mouse as a left mouse, but you lose functionality if you have a nice, especially with nicer mouses. Like, I'm looking at my mouse right now, and all my cool buttons are all on the left side because they assume that that's where your thumb is going to be. My sniper button and my two of my little macro buttons are there. If you want to use it left-handed, you couldn't push those as easily. You could use this with your left hand, but ergonomically it doesn't make sense. It's not contoured correctly to fit in somebody's left hand. Like you could on paper use it, but it sucks, and you lose a lot of the functionalities that you're paying for with a nice mouse. I think it's similar with those ergonomically optimized mice with the little balls that you roll around, or the ones where you are holding your hand sideways instead of parallel to the desk. I've only ever seen those designed for right-handed people. I'm I would speculate that someone makes one for left-handed people, but if they do, I haven't seen it. And that's kind of shit. Start doing okay, not that small. A smaller brush. Okay, this is not as bad as I thought. Maybe painting is the way. If I'm gonna be if I'm gonna be temporarily left-handed, maybe painting is the way to cope with this affliction. Like extremely desaturated. Oh, not like that. Change the shape a little bit. That's fine. I have created liberty here. This is actually way darker. Eh, ah, I can't hold it properly. control pad always right on the electric boys. Oh, particular RDR area. Lots of green hill throwing deer off of a cliff emotion. The actual picture, the picture that I'm just looking at right now and sort of loosely referencing, it looks a lot like the area between um the Heartlands and Roanoke Ridge. That's what it looks like to me. Roanoke Ridge has a ton of hills, being essentially Appalachia, but it also has a lot of trees. And then the Heartlands is a little bit sparse in trees. So this looks like the area right between them. There's a really cool I don't know how to describe this other than uh like Disneyland-esque theme park immersion maintaining design choices. There's a lot of those, a lot of good examples of that in RDR2, but one of my favorites is in this particular area, the area between the Heartlands and Roanoke Ridge. I think has some of the like a really great examples of how they are able to obscure that there is not a lot of space for the transition between the two biomes, but they managed to make it look smooth, like a smooth gradual transition, even though there's not a lot of physical space on the map to make the transition. It's neat. There's an uncharacteristically tall and large hill between Emerald Ranch and Butcher Creek, and it does a really good job of completely hiding that those two locations are like they're like within spitting distance of each other, and you would never notice it. You would never notice how close they are together unless you were really scrutinizing the map um, from a top-down bird's eye view. If you're just running around the world, it doesn't look like that, and it doesn't feel like it either. It's very cool. That's what this picture reminds me of, that particular area. I'm a big fan of it. I would like a roller coaster slash theme park sim game that had somehow had mechanics that were like about that, about the I don't know, guest immersion and theming aspects. I think that's some very cool stuff. I'm interested in it. I don't know how you would do that as a game mechanic, but it would be neat. I would like to see it. Someone make it. I have no further input or ideas. I bet you could play Roller Coaster Tycoon. I could. I was thinking about Stardew Valley. Maybe I could just play Stardew Valley. That's chill. That's chill enough. I was able to play Cowboys. I was able. I was not great at it with my aiming finger all fucked up. I was not very good, but I was able to do it. So theoretically, I could probably play anything. I wouldn't be great, but Roller Coaster Tycoon would be fun. Yeah, Stardew Valley is actually pretty right clicky, but it's not the most intense, time sensitive game, right? Like you can take your time. If it takes you 4 in-game hours to harvest some potatoes, that's fine. It won't be an optimized min-maxing Stardew run, but it's possible. My colors are a little whack. This is not what the colors in the picture look like, but I kind of like that. Color choices are a little bit silly, but maybe that's fine. How much can it cost? $10? Yeah, worst thing that happens is you run out of time in your day and you passed out in the field, and then Harvey charges you $10 or Joja. Like some additional clouds over here, and this has a lot of red in it actually. I need to invent some cool rules for myself. I feel like all the coolest paintings that I've liked the best have had interesting rules. Like, I don't know, people. I was thinking about triangles. Like, what if I just painted in triangle shapes, only using triangles? I think that could be fun. Thinking about triangles because of live duty, but it's a good shape also. I've seen people paint only in circles, so that idea is, you know, that now I'm like, well, I already saw that. Now maybe triangles only will feel more me. It's not the most accurate. This is like actually pretty dark. I think it might be. It has purple in it somehow, but I don't quite know how. Maybe the real fun of painting is that colors are never what you think they are. Also has a lot of purple buried in it. Like the using different shapes to paint with idea, but I think there's something to brush strokes that I don't understand yet. Like directionality of brush strokes is something I don't understand. I know it's a thing. I just haven't used it with intentionality yet. And then this color also appears over here. And here. It's looking smudgy and what's the word? It looks smudgy and I don't know. What is the word I'm thinking of? Dull? Like I overworked it because I wanted it to be cleaner than it is, but it's not. But it's not clean, so it just looks weird. You know what I mean? If you squint, it looks kind of cool. Or in the little thumbnail right here, it looks very cool when it's really small. What if I try and do it with triangles? Let's see. Is there a triangle brush in here? Maybe one of the effect brushes. Muddy. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because you did too much to it and you made it muddy. It's not blended, it's just a soup. I like the sky, but there's too much happening here. You know, like if you mosaic it. Oh, with a big tile size, you can see there's like too many different colors happening all in this area. So it looks muddy. What if I pick out I like the pointillism brush a lot. What does thick oil paint do? Here, go away. Is that thick oil paint? That looks like thin oil paint. That looks like thick oil paint. Oh, gouache. What if we just like take some of the colors and start making triangles out of it? I'm gonna become a triangle painter. Professional triangle painter. That's my dream job. I think you can make anything out of triangles. And this is not live 2D brain poisoning. That's a normal opinion to hold about triangles. Just like all different sizes. Ow. Ow, it hurts my hand. Oh, the canvas texture. Yeah, it looks like paint that's spread across a canvas kind of thinly. Ugh, this is so hard actually. Or, oh, that could be cool if I did it better, if I had a better control over my hand, I think. Um, let's see. How could I do this? I could set up an auto action. I don't want to set it up and then immediately lose my Clip Studio Paint free trial and lose my auto action. I need to import all my auto actions in from my real version of Clip Studio Paint on my tablet. Um, how could I do it? Uh, 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 I forget how this works. Um, yeah, mosaic, exactly. I want a triangle mosaic, but in painting. Painting form. Hmm. I'm troubleshooting in my head. I'm coming up with a workflow. Coming up with a concept of a workflow here. See, a square is really just two triangles. What's that sound? Okay, hang on. I have to investigate a sound. I'm investigating a sound. It was it was the girl's water fountain being so gunked up. The flower fountain was so gunked up that it couldn't pump water out of it anymore. I don't know how that happened. I just cleaned it out. But the sponge filter thingy inside the water pump was all gooey and gross. But the sound was the motor struggling to get water out of it. I think it varies. Yeah, their saliva is pretty nuts, to be honest. I think it varies depending on what they've been eating and how quickly they go to the water fountain after eating it. I think that affects how quickly it gets dirty. Yeah, exactly. If they get yeah, when they go to the water fountain immediately after eating some of the meat nuggets, the freeze dried meat, I feel like that makes it way dirtier, way faster because they still have the meat dust in their mouths and it must get into the water and then go through the pump and gum it up. But it's working perfectly now. Yeah, their saliva is truly fascinating stuff. What I'm thinking is like, what if you did like this kind of thing, right? But with the triangles, and you could simulate this a little bit. Ooh, or you could just use the built-in grid as a guide. And whoa, take an average of colors inside each square for each half of the square. Diagonal, each diagonal half. I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining it very well. Um, I don't know how to do it with a paint exactly. I'm trying to think of how this could work with traditional media as well. Oh God, this is so hard without my fine motor control. Ugh. It's like that. Eh. Some of them would probably just be all the same color. Maybe a square with better variety of colors. Oh, like that. But better, but less shit. You know? I think you can understand the vision potentially. I can continue using the pointillism brush. Oh God. No, I can do it. I can do it. I can make it happen, even with my hand. Ah, the struggle. I'm the struggler today. Oh my, the fingers are going numb. Okay, and try to keep it consistent. The angle consistent. Do another one. It's got more colors in it. You know? No, it's not working. Okay. I have to come up with a different way. I don't have the fine motor control for it out of my left hand. I don't. I can't execute. I can't execute my concept. It does. My CSP does have snap to grid. This little button right here. It doesn't work on every brush, but I can change which brush. I think I can fix it if it doesn't work for a particular brush. Oh. Ah. Um. Yeah, it doesn't work for this brush. Oh God. Okay. The fine motor control required to do this is causing me a lot of physical pain. So I'm going to give up on that for now because it is hurting my body. But I can do the broad strokes painting without hurting myself, I think. Ow. Ow. Oh, it hurts. Ow. Ah. Um Let me see if I can find a new photo. I liked painting with gouache. Some pictures that I had found on Pinterest. It's kind of dumb, but yeah. And Pinterest is also it's so garbage. But I have a bunch of boards on it that were made. I have them since I have had them since before all of the images on in the internet were AI generated. Um, so I have boards that are full of safe pictures. And that's valuable. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at 2025 Pinterest. I'm gonna look at some of my boards that I've had for 10,000 years. Oh no! I'm looking at 2025 Pinterest. It's suggesting Pins for me. Oh, some of these are really nice looking. Okay, not all of them are AI. Some of these look great, but a lot of this is AI for sure. There's still some okay pictures, but yeah, it seems nice for fashion people, I guess, or at least it was at one point. Can I freaking find my boards, please? Help. This website. Just my boards. Oh god, okay, thank you. Get me out of the suggestions. I don't want suggestions. Your suggestions don't understand my needs. Your suggestions are hot garbage. Except for the few that were pretty good. I want to do one more paint thing and then I'll give up. Oh, just look at the mountain picture. This is so sad. Most recent stable diffusion. Oh yeah, see if you can get can you if you if you're able to run it, maybe you can generate me a shit ass picture that doesn't make any sense. Can I just get a nice mountain photo? I just want a pretty mountain. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want art. I want a disaster. I don't want a competent co-pilot. I want Neuro. Okay, how do I stop things from getting muddy? That's my new exploration. Shit ass artist. I think we heard her song. She's great. Like very deep blue actually. For singing words. Yeah, I would like to see him do better than how Neuro sang it. You sing it then, Beetle, if that is your real name. And it's not. If you're such a great critic of singing ability, maybe you do it next time. Ah. Able to make fun of anyone at all for anything, any reason, at any time after revealing that's the storyboard that you made. Don't shut up. It's like that, except less shitty. You know, it's like that, except it sucks less. This picture has flowers in it, which is good. That's a difficult detail to include when you're only using 100 pixel brush. I'm gonna do my darndest. Ah, see, that's what causes the muddiness. When the colors, it touches the color behind it, and then it mixes in with the color that I actually want, and then the color loses its unique identity as a color. No, ow, ow, ow. Uh, ow. I'm injuring my hand. This picture has a lot of snow on it. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Mm. I'm learning that I shouldn't be doing this. What I'm gathering from this is that I shouldn't do it. All the Python modules in Arch are named like Python dash Py bracket module name bracket, and after a while it starts making you insane, I think. Never once prior to yesterday attempted to develop those wrist muscles. Not at all. It is hurting me. It hurts. How is the naming scheme making you insane? I must know. Log output always like you need module name. Oh, I see. A million packages. Uh, oh, low battery. All right, all right. You're fine. Relax. Well, that was thoroughly unsuccessful, I would say. Sit over here for a moment while my phone charges. I would say that didn't work at all. My review is a 3 out of 10, perhaps. I might do something else. I might go back after my phone charges a little bit and my hand has a break. Ah, I was swapping off between the left hand and holding it incorrectly in my right hand, and both ways it hurt a lot. No, no good option right now. After I give my hand a break, though, maybe it'll be okay. What a bummer. Can't do shit. Can't have shit when your fingers are broken. Um, I won't. Yeah, using too many contrasting colors directly next to each other. Because the saturation kind of like cancels out and makes it look desaturated, even if the colors were originally saturated because they've mixed together. I understand. I understand. That's what I thought it was. Cool. Okay, I'm learning about painting a little bit. This is about real painting, but the same principles apply if your digital colors are mixing together in a way that's not good. If you have contrasting saturated colors, the saturation still cancels out if they mix together. And then it gets muddy. And then you're in Muddy's country. My fingers are so blue. I'm looking at them again. The swelling's way down today, though. It's actually kind of funny. The skin around the skin around the affected uh joint is it hasn't rebounded yet from the swelling. So it looks like a deflated balloon a little bit. A deflated gray blue balloon. it's it's definitely yeah, smushed blueberry. It looks a lot better. The swelling is way down. It is definitely still swollen, but it's way down. The skin though is not recovered from all that swelling. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, I I don't think I'm gonna go back to drawing. I think it's too hard for me. I may try again tomorrow or on Monday. I think it would be a good idea to let my hand chill out. I think this is what I'm deciding. I'm putting my Wikipedia tab for the word Earth back. Pick pick up my reading of the Wikipedia article for Earth and pick that up later. Unfortunately, sadly, I think my hand needs to rest. But thank you for coming by and hanging out and witnessing my bad painting and my offhand drawing. The painting was a lot easier than the drawing. Thank you. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow before the event. Maybe. Or Monday, depending on how my hand is doing. Anyway, whenever I come back, I'll see that completely underdeveloped hand. Yeah. Thank you. I'll see you when I'm back. Goodbye.